Snap.
Caught lagging.
We here.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's going on? It's your boy Cmo, aka MoSports, and we here with another episode of MoSports TV. We back once again. It's Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You already know what time it is. I'm with the gang, Matt Chi. I'm with Big Ed, and I'm with new character alert, Jack. What up, Jackie? Yes, sir. First time here. Double R, what's going on, baby? We about to get everybody in the chat. We got a lot to talk about. We got some NBA, got some NFL, got some World Baseball Classic, got some March Madness. We got a whole lot of shit going on. You already know what time it is. Let me get everybody in here, and then we're going to get started.
Yeah, let's get it happening. What's happened today in sports, man? What's happened today in sports? Anything big so far? I feel like nothing really today has taken place that's too substantial.
Nah, it's just been a chilling day, but let's hop right into the NBA because I feel like, yesterday a couple of things happened, and I feel like
it's picking up now that it's getting to be playoff time.
The NBA is starting to have a little bit more fun here, and let's talk about the MVP race right off the rip because yesterday Embiid stayed out against the Nuggets,
making it 14 games he's missed now. And if Embiid was to get MVP, that would be tied for the most games missed by the MVP winner, and it was Bill Walton who missed 14 games as well.
Yeah, he's not winning it. So
No.
You're ducking wreck against an MVP candidate. You're out 14 games, like you said.
And I don't like the thing is the Sixers aren't even playing that crazy to where like you would think the Sixers are the 1 seed with the way that Embiid and his fans are talking about his play or his MVP race. And realistically, it's Giannis that just had a 16-game winning streak. It's Giannis that has the number 1 seed. It's Giannis who overtook the Celtics. So, like, what case does Joel Embiid have being the MVP this year?
Most points per game, and that's the only reason why they're.
Every year,
I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I want to look. It's the same thing with the Sixers every year. There's usually somebody that is more qualified than him to get the MVP because they have more wins and they've been healthy the whole season. And this year's Giannis, but Sixers fans are gonna cry once again. Oh, he got cheated again. This and that. There, no, he didn't. Usually, when Embiid doesn't get the MVP, it's because of his injury problems.
Yeah,
you're out 14 games, so that would already be crazy if he got it for being out 14 games.
Double R says that Giannis has missed 16 this year so far. But the thing is, like, yeah, your team is the number 1 seed. I don't care as much that Giannis has missed 16 games. Whenever he's there, they're winning. Like, it's winning basketball.
Giannis is more dominant than me.
Oh, definitely.
To me.
Definitely. And the case for Giannis is number 1 seed. He's done it without Chris Middleton half the season, like a quarter of it without Drew Holiday. And they overcame all of this and are still 51-24. And Joel Embiid's case is now he has the most points per game. Like, that's it. That's all you have is leverage. You're not winning MVP, bro. I'm sorry. Like, Jokic even is averaging a near triple-double. He's averaging 9.9 assists. He needs 0.1.
That's averaging a triple-double.
Yeah, essentially he is. And, like, we're going to give Joel Embiid that because he puts up 4 more points per game? That's crazy.
I'm not giving the Sixers shit. They can't even make it out the second round. So
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, and how far do we think they're going to go this year? I mean, they're second round. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost in the first round. If they ended up against a team like the Heat, I could see the Heat low-key, like, giving it to the Sixers.
Nah, it's the same thing with the Sixers every year, bro. They're going to the second round. They're going to make it to the second round and lose, and that's what it is. And that's what's going to happen again this year. They're going to get to the second round and lose.
I don't know why everyone's all of a sudden getting.
I'll bet it double R.
The MVP. LeBron should have gotten it 8 straight years, but they just got sick of him. And I feel like that's what we're at with Giannis. Like, Giannis is doing all of this under the radar, winning 16 games in a row. And, during that streak, you heard all about the Knicks winning 8 games in a row, 9 games in a row. And meanwhile, the Bucks had 16 and nobody was talking about that. That's part of Giannis's MVP push is the fact that he won 16 straight games and they overcame the Celtics who were just in free fall mode. I don't know. That's my thought process on it. The Heat can't beat Philly. Heat are different in the playoffs. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I could see Miami upsetting the Sixers come playoff time. You know, Jimmy Butler just takes over games. And listen, man, the Knicks saw it last week. These South Beach refs, dog. These South Beach refs are no joke. They are out to get you. If you are not on Pat Riley's side, it will happen.
That's fucking weird, bro. We just lost the game.
Bro.
No conspiracy theories. No, we just lost the game, bro.
If your team is playing against Miami in Miami, good luck.
So what about all the teams that win?
The Knicks won
So
the game before that. Julius Randle hit the game winner. And I saw the same thing down the stretch. The Heat are constantly put in these situations where they're going to the foul line. They're in the bonus. They're constantly – the other team's in foul trouble. Their big man has 3 fouls. All of a sudden, in 10 minutes of play, and they're crippled.
So you're saying Pat Riley's lining these refs' pockets down in South Beach? That's what you're saying?
That's essentially what I'm saying. Yeah, I think
Oh,
he's
Lord.
spoiling them a little bit. And it's
Spoiling them.
Come on, I just listen.
You're
Listen.
silly, dude.
First round exit. Dang, Double R wants to bet on that. That's interesting.
I ain't been on no first round exit. I think they'll make it to the second round.
I need to see these matchups first because everybody's getting close now. The Nets are like falling back and forth between like the 6 and 7 spot. It seems like the Knicks are at 5, but you never really know.
I think the Knicks solidly are at 5. Cleveland solidly at 4. But the Sixers and the Celtics can swap 2 and 3 at any point.
I mean, come on. The D-Wade championship in 2006? Come on, bro. I know you guys have seen the YouTube videos about, the fouls against the Mavs and whatnot.
Smoking them,
Bro.
Talking about something from 06, bro. Shut the fuck up.
No, listen, you guys have we've seen it. We've literally seen it with our own eyes. The South Beach refs are different. They're different. But
let's talk about the Clippers. Paul George is out. What 2 weeks with his foot. That's the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Was his foot or was it his knee?
Yeah, it was his knee, I believe.
Yeah, his knee. His knee. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about LeBron with his foot. But
left foot.
Yeah, he's out for 2 weeks. The Clippers are in a play-in position right now, or
get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. The Clippers are fraudulent as hell. Like honestly, if there was, the Clippers are lucky that the Nets big 3 never worked out and failed because the Clippers are next up in terms of teams that didn't live up to their potential. You know what I mean? The Kawhi and Paul George, like we were expecting championships. Truthfully, like when they teamed up, did you guys not think that was a championship that season?
Championship that 1 year before Kawhi got hurt.
They were, they were on a run, but hey, everything happens for a reason, I guess. Like I don't know, they're ass now. They have no depth. The 2 stars can't stay healthy. They're constantly on load management. It's all bad for them.
How much longer do you think Kawhi's staying in Clippers for?
I think he stays there for the rest of his career.
They're the only franchise I feel like that would let him do what he does with his load management. So I don't see him going anywhere. They treated him so well.
Yeah. And
they let him do literally whatever the fuck he wants. So I can't see Kawhi going anywhere else where another coach or GM or anybody in the front office would feel some type of way about it.
I mean,
him low managing.
I mean, Double R is saying not one time did they think that the Clippers would win. I thought the Clippers were a top 3 team in the league when they
were.
Like
I didn't think they've ever been winning
Bro,
championships.
they were dominant. At one point, they were dominating.
Does this prove like the super team era really like it don't work really?
Except
it's not a guaranteed smacker. You got to be one of the best. You literally had to bring 2 of the best players ever in that generation to really like make it work, unless it's not going to work. You just can't bring like a top 10 guy, right? Like a 8, 9, 10 guy, right? A fringe 8, 9, 10 guy, and then bring another like top 15 guy combine him with another top 15 guy and then think it's going to smack with no bench, with no nothing.
I mean, how do we feel about Luka and the Mavs? Is that not essentially what they're trying to do right now?
Nah, that's a bootleg version of it.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
What I mean, it's a top 10 player, top 5 player in Luka, and then it's a top 10 to 15 in Kyrie, 15 to 20, 10 to 20, 10 to 25,
15 to 20, I guess.
Yeah, and
top 15.
Maybe Luka's just not compatible with nobody.
His style of play is
garbage.
Ball dominant.
It's very ball dominant.
It's early James Harden, like I keep saying. Same thing James Harden was doing.
I think it's a little slower though. Even
It doesn't
He's-
matter how
It is
slow
slower.
or fast it is. He's
It is
still
slow.
playing just like how James Harden was playing.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting for Luka because
y'all jumping around and shit. Y'all trying to make excuses for him right now.
No, I'm
I think
not
it's
even
an
say anything yet. What are you talking about?
his foul trouble, not foul trouble, but his drama with the refs, bro, is getting to be a little much. But the same thing could be said with Julius Randle too. Like this is getting to be out of control. The way that these guys are handling their like
Julius
these foul
Randle.
calls, bro.
Julius
It's
Randle shouldn't
crazy.
do that because he's not.
No, he plays like he
superstar
thinks he's
or anything.
LeBron James though.
Yeah,
that's
he's
the
not,
issue.
though.
That always has
Julius
been the
Randle.
issue. You're Julius Randle. You're not LeBron James. He tries to be LeBron James in that point forward type of role, and it doesn't work out. But what I'm saying is both of these guys, they drive to the lane and they just expect a whistle to be called anytime there's even remotely the slightest bit of contact, and they cry about it not just after the play, but the whole next possession. They're defensively checked out because they're so in tune with this ref of just giving it to the referee. Like it's insane.
I don't know, man.
Is there a reason to have 16 technical fouls? 17 technical fouls? And like these aren't even technicals to where like you're hitting somebody, you know what I mean? Or like you're playing competitively and you get it that way. Like these are technical fouls because you're complaining to the referee and they're sick of your shit. Like this is a slap.
Luka has been crying a lot. He's been doing this since his rookie year. Like he's been ripping his jersey. He does weird shit sometimes. And like he was in that press conference. He's like, "Yo, like this is not fun to me anymore. Like this isn't fun to me." So is he checked out of Dallas or what?
Yeah, he's headed.
pussy.
Yeah, he's headed to Madison Square Garden.
Sounds like a bitch.
Nah, but honestly, like I don't know. Like I definitely can see him getting checked out of Dallas eventually, but I can't see Mark Cuban wanting to let him leave or like letting him even remotely walk out the door.
Mark Cuban's going to do anything in his power to keep Luka in Dallas. Like literally anything, supermax contract, anything, any endorsement, anything. He's going to try.
I hate bad comments on the Mavs,
Bro,
He's so
and the thing
delusional.
is, like
he's
he
talking
said,
about defense.
bro, he's talking about JaVale McGee being their best rim defender. Man, JaVale McGee is your best rim defender, bro. Like saying that out loud that's embarrassing. Yesterday we had the conversation Christian Wood or Jericho Sims. Like Christian Wood's a barn door too, bro. These guys on the Mavericks, they got no big men. They got no defensive intensity on that team. They have no. Yeah, the thing
Besides
is, like,
Luka,
their offense was supposed to be so potent and so overpowering that their defense didn't matter at all. And now, like, you can't even have like good offensive games together anymore.
They're missing
dog
Jalen
shit.
Brunson.
Yeah, it's a damn shame.
Losing Jalen Brunson really hurt them, I feel like.
It definitely
And
did.
it
because
forced
had-
their hand and now had to trade for Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wouldn't have had to trade for Kyrie. You would have paid him. I think they offered him like $19 million, something around that range, $20 million. And he said, if you give me, like 23, I would have stayed. And instead, the Knicks gave him 25. But like you could have had so many more options to this team.
Well,
you wouldn't have had to stick with Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, listen.
as your starting two guard or three forward.
Well, who says Jalen Brunson would have played like he's playing on the Knicks with Luka because he wasn't when Luka was playing?
Well,
No,
yeah,
that's
but
the
they
issue.
needed a guy like him, though. You know what I'm saying?
For what, 14 points again?
No, I
No,
think he
just a
would have been
consistent,
a consistent,
smart,
scorer, honestly, a
consistent,
facilitator.
good teammate to play with that can get buckets when
That is
you're
an
not being a
advantage.
ball hog, which he usually is. So
Trading away Dorian Finney-Smith was an awful choice because he's the epitome of like a good role player in the NBA, a 3-and-D guy like that does his job perfectly. I mean, what was that last year? He went off for like 7 threes or something in that one game. He was literally the whole offense for the Mavs in that part. And now that falls on what, Reggie Bullock? Like, come on, bro. Come on. Tim Hardaway Jr., come on.
bro, Tim Hardaway Jr. You already know how I feel about Tim Hardaway Jr. Don't get me started on that guy. And like, people was arguing with me yesterday about Tim Hardaway Jr. Look, I know Tim Hardaway Jr. very well. Unfortunately, yes. I know him very well. And I actually liked Tim Hardaway Jr. when he was on the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the end, I was so sick of him. So sick of him by the end.
Stint, bro. His first stint where
But his first year, summer league, he was nice.
He was shooting back and forth with like Deion Waiters.
Yeah, that was cool. And
was
then
cool. And I actually thought, like, man, he could be a good role player. You know, like, I think he
Yeah.
could be something solid for the Knicks. Then he signed with Atlanta. He had progression. And then he came back to New York for a bag and just blew chunks, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
Blew
Yeah,
chunks.
he had the main character syndrome.
Yeah, he thought he was the main guy.
He said, I
and-
got a bag. I'm in MSG. This is my league. Why not me? And yeah,
He
a
started
lot of
chucking.
reasons. Yeah.
What year was he drafted?
2014,
Okay.
I want to say 2013, I think.
His ass.
Yeah, he's ass. He's entirely ass.
He's ass.
He hasn't been a Knick in like 5 years. Get over it. Yeah, because he fleeced you in the Porzingis deal. That's why. That is
Speaking
why.
of the Knicks, quickly 40 ball.
Easy. I mean, it's against the Houston Rockets, so like I'm taking it with a grain of salt. We should have beat the crap out of them regardless of who goes off. But it's really nice to see that he also had 40 points, 9 assists. That
Right.
was what stood out to me. Like he scored and he was dishing too. He's getting that vision now of a point guard, and I really think like he's gonna complement Jalen Brunson really nicely if need be. If we can't,
I
get
think,
anybody else in that
honest,
role.
I
'Cause
think
I think we get a 3. I think if we get somebody, it's gonna be a small forward, and I think at that point, quickly we'd play the 2.
I wouldn't be opposed to quickly being our starting 2 for the future.
Oh yeah.
At this point, he has progressed so much this year, and if he had starting minutes like 40 minutes a game, he would be getting these type of stats night in, night out.
I mean, said, what did we get in the deal? We're talking about it right now. Man,
Quickly.
quickly was a product of that deal. And also we have this first rounder that's coming up this year, which I can't
We
believe
might not even get till next year
Because
because
the
you
Mavs
guys
are so
can't even finish
stingy,
outside
bro.
the top
Who
10.
we play the playoffs?
Who do we play in the
Yeah.
playoffs? I believe the Nets right now. If the season was to end today, we play the Nets. And then the Heat are at the 7 playing a play-in team, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Where the Cavs at?
The Cavs are above us playing. I don't
I
say.
just want to know.
The Cavs are the 4 seed.
Yeah, the Cavs just got locked in. So
We're-
the Cavs would play.
It's the Knicks Cavs
Would it
first
be
round.
Knicks, Cavs?
Yeah, that's what it's always
so
been.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So it's
Or
Knicks,
6,
Cavs
7,
first.
8, 9, 10.
Knicks
is all
Cavs
play.
first round. That's how it's popping
I'll
off.
let you know if we lose to the Cavs. Us not getting Donovan Mitchell.
That would be the narrative.
That's
I'm not
be
gonna
the
lie.
narrative.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
gonna be- that is going to be the
That will be the narrative. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taking Cleveland.
facts. I am too. I'm not.
I'm not. I'm taking the
not.
Knicks.
Yeah, I'm
RJ's going to get fucking baked. He's going to go fucking.
By who?
2 for
Isaac
13.
Okoro? The fuck?
Wow. He'll probably guard Jalen. He'll probably guard. Who's going to guard Mitchell?
Grimes.
We have Jalen Brunson, who actually, like, Jalen Brunson's a solid
40 ball.
defender, bro.
On the average 40.
Grimes. Do you know how good of a defender
I know how
Grimes
good-
is?
I know how good of
He's a
defender
starter
he is.
for a reason. That's the only reason why he starts, because of his defense. Like,
So, that's still Donovan Mitchell. It
Who are
doesn't matter.
Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland defending? Like, what are they?
they
they're-
can't defend it for shit.
Like, bro,
So
what? Those are 2 barn doors. Like,
So it's just going to be a rotating
bro,
door.
Julius Randle and Evan Mobley, dog. Like, Julius Randle suns him every single time we play the Cavaliers, bro.
Mobley ain't ready for no Randall.
Mobley is not ready.
He's not
for
ready.
A guy like
Is
Julius
Randall
Randle
even
that's that
ready for
physical,
the
bro.
playoffs?
Who?
Yeah, bro, Jalen Brunson.
Oh,
on
Brunson,
the floor, I'm not worried about.
he'll be
him.
I
back
said
like next-
Randall. See, y'all jumping people. I said Randall.
Oh yeah, Randall. Yeah, we gonna see what's up. We gonna see what's up. He'll be ready.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
No, I'm not concerned. If anything, there was only one concern really, and it was RJ second half, and he hasn't been horrific. He
He's
hasn't
gotten
been good.
better, but
He
he's still
hasn't
not.
He
That
hasn't
boy
been
ass.
horrific. He hasn't
That boy
been
ass.
good. He hasn't
That
been
boy's
horrific.
ass.
He's not ass.
That boy's ass.
He's definitely not
That
ass.
boy's ass, bro.
It's not ass.
He's been doing his role. As long as I could get defensive effort
That's all-
out of
that's
him in
all
the
I need.
playoffs, that's all I need. That's it.
He'll get you 15 no matter what.
Ass.
So
You know what? Just look out for Mitchell Robinson and Jarrett Allen.
that's
in that,
the matchup
in
right
that
there.
series, bro.
That's the
Because if
matchup.
Mitch owns Jarrett Allen,
That's
I don't
gonna
think
that's
he
gonna
does.
say
Listen,
something
man.
about Mitch.
that's
I
good.
don't think he does.
I don't think he does either. I think it'll be very even. It'll be a very even matchup because they're
think so.
two of the same.
I don't
You
think
know,
so.
they're
No,
fucking two big guys that
Jarrett
fucking
Allen has an
defend
offensive bag a little bit, and that's really what
Little.
interests me.
a
Is
little
because
something.
Jarrett Allen is a little bit better at offense, and Mitch is a little better at defense. You know what I mean? Like Jarrett Allen's a rim protector. Jarrett Allen is a rim protector.
He's
He is
known
not.
for being a rim protector.
Okay, yes, but I'm saying a one-on-one defender is different than just being a rim protector. I feel like a big part of even the defensive player of the year narrative is that all of these big men are getting the award because they're good shot blockers and they're good rim protectors, when rim protecting isn't the sole part of defense. Like, there's more to the defensive side of basketball than just being good at blocking shots. And Jarrett Allen is good at blocking shots, but Mitchell Robinson is better at individual defense.
On one-on-one, back
center,
to the
right?
basket,
Talking about
center
the
versus
center.
center.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
All right. In the
I
post
guess.
defender, I guess.
Mobley averages 16 and 9 against the Knicks. I didn't say anything about Mobley's numbers. I said Julius Randle's going to cook him. That's the
I
main
got
point.
too much faith in Julius Randle, bro. It's
Listen, bro, like, we are where we are for a reason. Like, we're not a bad basketball team. You don't just win 40 plus games
okay,
by
that's
accident.
Cool. We did it 2 years ago. The same shit happened in the playoffs. So
Did you have Jalen Brunson, bro?
stop relying on these. You're relying on the wrong shit, bro. You got to see what Julius. That's what's really going to.
I'm relying on the
gonna come
$25
down-
million man that we just signed to lead our
Cool.
team at point guard. And I'm also
Cool.
relying on 3 years of growth as a basketball team. And we have Quentin Grimes. Like, the team is
3 years
entirely
of-
different,
3
bro.
years of growth.
Now we
sucked
have
the
Mitchell
year before.
Robinson for
We fucking
the
sucked the year
playoffs.
before,
Like,
though.
that
What
doesn't
are you
make
talking about years ago? We just sucked last year.
is that not a year of growth for Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett, Quentin
Bro,
Grimes
Obi's
as a
hopping
rookie?
in there,
Like,
bro. Stop, bro.
Obi Toppin's trash.
He's fucking garbage.
bro,
Who? Obi?
Obi's good?
We're disrespecting
Obi's.
Obi
You said
now,
Obi's
bro?
trash?
Obi would start on
That's
most
crazy.
teams, bro.
That's
Obi's
crazy.
starting on the Mavericks right now, bro. Obi would be the best defender on that team, bro.
Dumb.
Obi just don't get the minutes. That's all that
It's
is.
Julius Randle in front of him.
Julius
What do you
Randle has
expect?
literally the most minutes played in the
In
NBA,
Like,
and
what?
Obi is his backup. What do you expect? You know what I'm saying?
Obi Toppin
Like, you're
will start
nitpicking
on
Obi Toppin out of the entire Knicks team because you
Bro,
know
I don't think
that,
we're winning the first round.
Okay,
We'll see.
You could
We'll
bet
see.
too. You
We'll
want
see.
to bet?
we'll see what
You
happens,
still haven't
bro.
won a place a bet then.
Bro, we'll see. We'll see
Alright.
what the matchup is for the
Alright.
playoffs, bro. We got 2 weeks left.
Alright. No matter
We'll
who-
we'll be playing the Cavs.
We're
I'm
too-
almost positive that we'll be playing the Cavs. I don't see any other situation where the Cavs move up or the Knicks go
What
down.
team- I want to know what teams Obi Toppin is starting on.
Obi Toppin is starting literally on the Raptors right now. Their power forward spot. He's starting over Precious Achua, bro. Yes.
No, he's not. Obi Toppin.
Bro, yes. Who's the power forward on the Bulls right now?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Chicago. Power forward on the Pacers.
He would start on the Hornets.
He would start. Damn right he would. Bro, like, there's multiple teams. That's just the
He's
East,
not
bro.
start.
He'll start on the Pacers.
He's
He
not
would start on the
starting,
Pacers.
bro.
He would start on the Thunder.
Start on the Pistons.
You would start on the Thunder. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
He's
he
there
would.
for. Jalen Williams is
Giddy,
three.
no, Giddy's a point guard.
He would start, like I said, on the Mavericks.
Maybe the Jazz.
Any team that doesn't have a dominant four, Obi Toppin is literally the perfect player to put in there. He's a high flyer. He runs in transition. He rebounds. He is developing a 3-point shot. Like, I don't understand, bro.
They can move Davis down to the 5. He'd start on the Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know.
would.
That one's crazy.
He would.
Anthony Davis doesn't want to play
Start on the
five.
Rockets.
Yeah, he would start on the Rockets too.
Start on the Spurs.
Yeah. He could, bro, he would literally be
Let's
the
start,
third best
bro.
player on the Rockets right now.
Nets. Would he start on the Nets?
Over Cam Johnson, probably.
Bro. Y'all too fanned out. Bro.
I'm not being. I'm just asking
We're
questions.
being
here.
realistic. This
It's not
like,
realistic.
why are we acting like Obi
What has
Toppin's
Obi
just a
Toppin
scrub,
done
bro?
to even start on the team? What has he done?
Plays good when he's on the court.
Yeah, when he's on the floor, he's producing positive minutes, bro.
Plays good when he's on the court, man.
So like, you want to ignore
He doesn't do
this?
bum shit. It's not like he's an actual trash player.
Nobody is rebuilding a team to get Obi Toppin in their lineup, bro. I'm sorry.
The
Nobody-
Jazz wanted him
Cool. So he can ride the bench. What are you talking about?
as a rebuilding team that was trading away their star. They wanted Obi Toppin as one of the young assets. I wonder why.
So who would he start over on the Jazz?
He wouldn't have. He would have.
Oh, he would have been on a fucking bench still, right?
That doesn't.
The
how
whole
does
team
that
would have been
matter,
different
bro?
if they traded with
Yeah.
the Knicks instead of
God.
the who they trade with?
They traded with Cleveland.
Not
Cleveland. Yeah. Mark Cannon wouldn't be on that team.
No,
It would be Obi starting.
he wouldn't start over Kleba, Wood, or McGee, or even Bertans. Bro, that's come on, bro. Let's be
Obi's better
realistic,
than
bro.
fucking. Obi would start on the Mavs
You
for
would,
sure.
bro.
He would 100% start on the
Obi and
Mavs.
Luka would be an actual threat, bro. Luka's facilitation would be disgusting, dog.
This fanned out. Yeah,
You're a
fanned out.
fucking fan.
All right.
Bro.
Let's move to the NFL. NFL.
Disrespect is
Yeah.
crazy.
NFL. Lamar Jackson.
Hold on. I gotta see something, bro.
Oh my God.
He's gonna go
bro.
check
Stop
stats because he plays behind Julius Randle, bro. You look at his per 36 when he's on the floor, he
What-
produces.
What does he produce?
When he is on the floor, bro, 'cause
Buckets
you're gonna
and
pull up-
rebounds.
Yeah, buckets and rebounds, bro. He's a transition player, and he actually has been shooting well this season too. Let's talk about Damian Lillard. I mean, the Trailblazers aren't even going to make the playoffs. Damian Lillard just got deactivated for the last 2 weeks, and he's making like $70 million. They
I can't lie. I think the Blazers might actually trade him this offseason.
Where are things going?
I don't know.
Lillard.
LA.
Not going nowhere.
No.
I think the Blazers actually trade
You
him.
don't deserve.
It's not going to
He's going
be.
to the Lakers.
It's not going to be Dame wanting out. It's going to be the Blazers wanting to trade Dame so they can rebuild.
That's cool. Whoever has him is gonna get damaged goods because he's gonna get hurt.
Double R's just bringing up Lamar Jackson right now.
Now let's bring up Lamar. Let's bring him up.
Switch to the NFL.
Yeah,
real
we're
quick.
switching to the NFL. Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson needs a contract first in order to be traded. So it's basically a sign and trade right now.
I guess so, but
In a sense.
he has the non-exclusive tag, and they can give him 2 firsts and
That boy sitting on
a new contract.
I mean,
Who do you think is gonna take the risk?
It should be the Lions, Colts, or the
Yeah.
Falcons in my
Dog.
opinion.
I'm
do
going Lions.
not let
Or the Panthers?
the Detroit Lions get Lamar Jackson.
Don't let the fucking Colts get the Lamar Jackson.
No, I
I
the
think
Lions
I
are
think the
ready
Lions
to
are
win
way
right
more of a
now.
threat with Lamar.
The Lions are ready
With
to
Amon
win
Ra,
right
DJ
here, bro.
Chark, fucking Hawkinson. No, they don't have Hawkinson anymore.
But they just got
Swift.
They just got David Montgomery as well. They
Montgomery,
have a huge defense now with Aiden Hutchinson in them. Jeff
Hutch.
Okuda, like they're ready
Still-
to
still the
rock right
Lions,
now.
though.
Indy
I
would
feel
be-
bad for Goff.
They
did
still
that.
they're still the Lions though. It's
I don't know. Dan Campbell's here.
It's one of
man.
those- it's one of
Dan
those
Campbell's a
friends,
culture
bro.
changer.
It's just one of those franchises that are the Lions.
I would like to see Atlanta get Lamar.
A little Mike Vick.
Mike
2.0
Voigt,
action.
yeah, I could see that.
Mm.
I could see the Panthers trading their first overall pick for Lamar Jackson. I don't know. The Niners would be would win the championship with Lamar Jackson. So if
Yeah.
I'm
That's
them,
awesome,
I would
too.
look into that shit. Shit, I don't give a fuck about what Aaron Rodgers is talking about. If I could get a chance at motherfucking Lamar Jackson, if I'm the Jets, I should be looking into this shit too.
Yeah, the Jets are held hostage right now. This is
Got
crazy.
me fucked up.
This is a girl that's saying, wait for me," and they're just holding up, bro. They're just holding.
Well, they're
up.
holding on because it's a contract situation, right? Contract situation to where.
I mean, but if I'm here to win, and I'm already discussing like contracts with other free agents, I mean, I guess they're in really deep with the guys that they've signed already. Like they've already given like up the bag to Alan Lazard. Who else did they sign? That's a former Aaron Rodgers guy too, right?
they got Lazard. That's all that really matters, and they're in deep talks with Odell as well.
Yeah, like they're just setting themselves up to literally like make a run for Aaron Rodgers just straight up. And they haven't branched out at all. Like you have Lamar Jackson, a former MVP as well. Not saying he's Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers isn't Lamar Jackson either.
Lamar Jackson would be dangerous as hell on the Jets, in my opinion.
That defense,
Dangerous
bro,
as fuck.
Yeah.
They'd be tough. So I just don't understand why like NFL teams aren't jumping at the bit right now. You know, I'd be going crazy if I'm one of these teams. I'm like, yo, what do you want? 2 firsts and a new contract? Say no more.
Mhm.
Let's make this happen. Getting a top 5 quarterback in the league. You're fucking bugging. There's only certain amounts of times every 5 years you can get your hands on a fucking franchise QB
I mean,
You know,
I would say
via
even
trade.
less than every 5 years because like the
of his caliber.
margin that you have to be in. You have to be a team that already has talent. You have to be ready to win in every other aspect but quarterback while also having the assets to give up where even if you make this trade, you're not crippling yourself too much. And that really, like, there's a fine line of teams that could have like that type of core. I don't know. There's not many because you could add Lamar to a team like like Atlanta, and they don't contend, right? You can add Aaron Rodgers to a team like who's another team that's looking for him, like the Raiders, and they're not contending.
Any team he goes to, you're definitely gonna be.
They're gonna be a
Lamar
good
Jackson?
team,
Bro,
in my
if
opinion.
Aaron
It don't matter.
Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson went to the Raiders, they're not contending. If they went to the Panthers, they're not contending.
You're fucking cool. Maybe the Panthers, but the Raiders,
The Texans, they're not contending.
Why would he on the Raiders?
They have no defense. Zero, bro. And they've done nothing to help themselves.
They can still go to
And they still really don't even have much
With Lamar
offense.
Jackson, they can still go to the playoffs.
With Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, and Devontae Adams, that's it. Zero defensive.
Hunter Renfro.
Come on, man.
Bro, they went to the playoffs with a triple option, bro. You don't think if Lamar gets a receiver?
Not in
Like-
that division. I don't think so.
Let's talk about OBJ because I'm sick and fucking tired of this kid. And I need OBJ, please. I'm begging you, bro. Pick a fucking team. For fuck's sake. Please pick a team. It's a new team every single fucking day. And I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It's the Giants this day. It's the Jets next day. It's whoever the fuck the next day after that. I'm tired of it.
I can't believe
Cowboys, this, that. No fuck.
I can't believe there was ever even a time during the season where we were like, oh, he might come back and play some regular season games for somebody.
No, he was gassing. He was trying to get it back early.
He was trying to get a crazy lick on whatever team was interested in him, and nobody bit the bullet that crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty
Packers
sick of
one
that.
day. You know what I'm saying? There's
Packers, Giants, Cowboys. Oh, he's going back to the Rams. Oh, wait a minute. Von Miller just posted him on his Instagram
Bills.
story. He's
Yeah.
going to the Bills. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. It's on the 2-yard line. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. It's so annoying.
Please pick a team, bro. I'm tired of
Go
it.
to the XFL. Like, I
No,
don't care.
he's not that. He's not that. But
He's
it's
not
just.
that desperate. But
But damn, dog. Pick a fucking team and shut up.
I might have to mute the word Odell Beckham, OBJ, all that type of Odell, any type of keywords. That might be the move because it's just annoying at this point. It's really bad.
And also with Lamar Jackson, I forgot to say, Meek Mill supposedly told Robert Kraft that Lamar Jackson texted him and said, "Get me to New England." So that should be interesting as well. And Robert Kraft is with it.
Kraft is with it.
He's with it.
Would that make them completely out on DeAndre Hopkins? Because I feel like you can't.
I feel like you can do both.
That's what I
Why
mean. I feel
not?
like if you do one, you have to do the other. If you're
Yeah.
New England, at least.
I'm taking Lamar over Hopkins though.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah,
you
sure.
can't
With
get
Mac Jones
Hopkins
and
without
Hopkins right
getting
now.
Lamar. If you get Lamar, you have to go get Hopkins.
You're gonna
You
get
gotta
Hopkins
him
for
number
what?
one.
Mac Jones? You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones can't get the Hopkins the ball the way he needs it.
Yeah.
You know? Lamar can though.
Lamar absolutely can, and that team is literally built in every other aspect except for quarterback and wide receiver. So you're ready to
Literally,
rock.
you get that combo in New England. We're gonna see how good Bill Belichick really is.
Yeah, I mean, oh my
We're gonna really see how good he is because now you're going from a Tom Brady to somebody like Tom Brady.
it's a
can't.
180. It's a
He
complete
runs like a
180.
5.5 40
Yeah.
compared to
going
Lamar
from a
Jackson's
tr-
4.3.
This is a traditional gunslinger to now Lamar Jackson, who opens up a whole dynamic of
Yeah.
football to you into your offense. And,
Exactly.
I mean, you have Lamar Jackson, you have Ramondre Stevenson, like that would be nasty. And then you go and get DeAndre Hopkins, like, ooh, all of a sudden you're making things happen.
Now that division really is interesting after
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Really interesting after
Especially if that happens and the Jets get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
that. That division is sick as fuck.
And let's talk about it at that point. The Bills might be cooked. I can't even lie, bro. The Bills might be awful.
They might not win
not
that
the
division. That's
at
for
that
sure.
point.
I agree with that. They might not.
Where's Austin Eckler going?
Chargers.
Somewhere warm, I want to say.
Staying on the Chargers.
I think he's gonna stay too.
How much are they gonna give him?
Not a lot.
Running backs are so tough, man. It's really hard. I don't want to pay any running back, bro.
Melvin Gordon and Zeke fucked it up for all the running backs, bro.
Melvin Gordon, yeah, that's nasty. And honestly,
Melvin Gordon
Saquon's
got the
trying to
bag.
do it as well. Saquon's trying to ruin the market too with whatever deal he gets because
The running backs will never have leverage ever again, ever since
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon. So it's over for that. You might as well.
Todd Gurley fucked y'all over.
Gurley, yeah, as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Rams gave Todd Gurley a bag knowing that he had arthritis in his knees. Like that's like you knew of his condition and you still didn't you gave him a guaranteed bag. That was nasty. That was nasty. To win, Lamar is going to have to throw the ball and stop relying on his athleticism as much. Well, I feel like it's not his choice, like in Baltimore, he's had no choice but to rely on that athleticism because that's the only way that you win games, at least on
If
that
it
team.
wasn't, when he does have a weapon, like for example, Andrews.
Oh, he's lacing it to him.
Yeah, like he's getting the weapons the ball. When he had Hollywood Brown would rock out
He was
too even a
productive.
little bit. So
Yeah.
like let's see him with some real weapons at the wideout position and see where he could really be at a quarterback position.
Yeah, I agree.
Give him a chance at least. Shit.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I don't understand this whole writing Lamar Jackson off as if he isn't a former MVP. Like, that's a top 5 quarterback, truthfully.
All right, let's move on to the World Baseball Classic, man. That was a good little tournament right there, man. And it ended with a bang. Shohei Ohtani
Bro.
lacing up Mike Trout, something crazy.
Dude.
Something crazy. Throwing 101 mile per hour fastballs. Bro, what?
In March, bro?
In
That's
March.
unheard of, man. Like, this guy is literally in mid to late season form in March, bro. At the plate and on the mound. That's just, it's insanity how good this guy is. And Mike Trout was not expecting to get blown out of his socks like that. I mean, he got dismantled in front of the entire world. You just got torn apart by Shohei Ohtani. Like, that was nasty. I know Mike Trout is one of the best players in baseball, probably baseball history, but that was just literally, he got overpowered in every aspect of that at bat. Like, he just laced you up 2 fastballs, dropped in a sinker. You're out of there, bro.
Got him up out of there. I can't lie. And that's a scary scene for the future of the MLB with Shohei because boy here to play. And when he leaves the Angels, you already know where he's going. But when he leaves, whatever team he does go to, if it's a contender, better watch out.
I think it's the Padres or the Mets, honestly. Padres or the Mets, and I don't know where the Padres are getting all this money from, but at this point, I'm not.
They got
the
bread,
Dodgers,
bro.
Yeah.
The Dodgers.
They have
too.
unlimited cap space in baseball, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's nasty, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
They be
So
running
you-
it up.
So
yeah.
you can get anybody if you want.
That's
Mhm.
essentially what the Yankees did from
Yankees,
the 90s to
yeah.
the mid 2000s. Is they were like, "Yo, like we're New York, we have the most money in the league. Let's just
That's why they won so many
let's pay
championships.
everybody a
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of money because they knew that winning games makes you more money as an owner. More
Yeah.
people are coming to the games. You're on all the highlights. People are buying jerseys. The city's electric for the Yankees, and that's what they did in their run. But
Now that's what the Mets are doing.
the Mets are trying to replicate that, I guess. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Imagine having no cap space in football, just signing anyone you wanted.
I mean, shit, bro. It
It'd be
screws
lit.
over the
Crazy.
small market teams, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like the
Okay.
Pittsburgh Pirates are not going to see success
honestly-
ever.
Yeah, but I honestly think like teams should only be in major cities. Like to me, I always thought like teams should only be in like major cities or major states that can afford to have a team.
I mean, yeah, but it's tough because
Could
at
you
the end of
imagine
the day,
if the Knicks had unlimited cap space?
I mean, yeah,
We need to rely on Brunson there. Yeah.
yeah, literally. Like you would have just paid everybody, but I don't know. It's tough because you look at these. Somebody's always going to be a small market, right? Like no matter what way you put it, you have 30 teams in the league. Like somebody's going to end up being the smaller.
I like it. I don't know. I like both. I like the advantages in baseball to where you could see some wild ass shit go down with some super teams, and then like at the same time with the NBA and NFL, I like the skill that it takes for front office. That brings the front office so much more into play. You really got to have some smart, swindling, hustling ass dudes in your front office when you have a salary cap.
Yeah.
In baseball, you just gotta have influence and just enough money, the most money. So it's two different ball games, but I like to watch both in my opinion. I don't know.
Steve says, why are you live when 2 people are watching? Well, Steve, here's the thing, Steve. We enjoy things in life. And when you enjoy things, you do them. And you're in our Facebook group, pal. So like
And you're watching this right now,
bro.
so.
And you're one of them. So like who's the clown? So eat a Frank, Steve. But
Love you, Steve.
anyways, What else we got in
We'll
the
talk.
NFL?
We'll talk about the MLB opening day.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit.
MLB
Tomorrow.
opening day is tomorrow. Let's do some way too early MVPs, championships. Champions, rookie of the year. Let's start with NL and AL champions.
I mean, the Houston Astros.
They're good again.
Bro, the
They're always
Houston
good.
Astros are ridiculous, bro. They are ridiculous.
They lost Verlander though.
Dog. They just beat the Cardinals 24-2. Like the last day of spring training, and you just put a
Didn't what's his face get hurt?
George Sprint or not George Sprint?
No.
Altuve.
Altuve.
Was hurt a little. I think
Didn't he get hurt?
but I think he's gonna be back within the week.
Okay.
But the thing is, you look at that division and like the Mariners are applying pressure. But the thing is, outside of that, like the Rangers aren't competing. The Angels, like it's Shohei, Trout, and then Joe from the bakery, and then the Athletics. I mean, come on, Oakland's like, come on.
I'm not worried about the division. I'm more worried about the AL in general. I think, outside of Houston, like who's really giving them a tough time still? Who's giving them a tough time?
Yeah.
Who's going 7 with them?
No,
I don't feel like the Yankees can go 7 with them.
Not unless the Yankees would have to really, really blow the socks off everybody in the regular season, and even last.
Yeah, I mean, they did for the most
like,
part.
You just get dismantled by a Houston team. I mean, I don't know. Houston lost some of their pitching. They lost a couple guys in that aspect, but at the end of the day, it's still that same core of players that's killing you. And now all of a sudden, Jeremy Pena is just dragging his nuts on everybody.
They have a new prospect every year. That's fucking insane.
What are the Yankees doing? The Yankees have the same medical staff as the LA Chargers, the same one that punctured Taylor's rib or his lung, whatever. That's the same guy that is apparently treating these Yankees players. That's what I think is happening right now.
How do you get hurt in baseball?
Throwing the ball, I guess. I don't know.
I understand with pitchers and shit.
All right, bro.
Pitchers can definitely get hurt.
Pitchers
can get hurt
you're
easy.
throwing the ball.
I'm talking about like
Sliding,
outfielders.
pulling hamstrings.
Yeah, it's usually pulled muscles.
It's
or like
pulled,
obliques and stuff like that. So I don't know. Is it time for a Red Sox bounce back year? No. The
Not
Red
yet.
Sox are going to be bad this year. The Orioles are going to be better than the Red Sox this year. I'm going to say that with confidence.
I can say that.
The Orioles are going to have a good season. I can see the Orioles upsetting some people.
What about the NL? I mean, I feel like the NL is wide open, very wide open, and I still feel like the NL East is just stacked.
Braves, dog.
I still think the winner of the NL is coming out of
The East?
the NL East. Yeah.
I mean, it's either the East or the West because I'm looking and I don't think it's going to be the Brewers, Cardinals, Cubs, Reds, or Pirates. You can nix all of those teams. I think it's either going to be Dodgers, Padres, and then you have obviously the Mets, Braves, Phillies.
I feel like it's wide open, and there's only 6 playoff teams.
I'm taking the Phils, bro. I think I'm going to take the Phils out of the East. I think I'm rocking with Double R. I think they're just that deep, and if they get Bryce Harper back, I think it's going to be a little scary for them out there.
I still got the Mets. Phillies fucking are the Mets' sons.
How long is Harper out for?
How long is Harper? Harper's going to be back mid-June, I believe. He had a thumb injury or something like that, why he didn't play for Team USA, but that's your playoffs right there. Yeah, probably Double R, unless the team sneaks in crazily. I mean, unless, I don't know. I could see the Giants somehow sneaking in somewhere in a wild card
Cardinals.
spot. The Cardinals always manage to sneak their way in.
We named 5 teams, so there's going to be one more, right?
Yeah,
So
the last one's going to be a Cardinals, Brewers.
there's going to be a
6 or 7, I believe. I would say
6 or 7, one of them. Yeah.
Both sides.
On both sides, yeah.
Yeah, the MLB is actually pretty select. I honestly like it. It cuts to the chase because you have 4 or 5 games.
Playoffs
series.
are fast in the MLB.
Yeah.
Even though there's 7-game series. Ooh.
Cardinals could win the Central, but cool. I don't know.
I like the Cardinals out of the Central. Who else?
The only thing that I like about that is that in the NBA, winning your division means nothing, right? The Knicks or whoever could win their division. I mean, likely if you're winning the division, you're going to win and get in the playoffs if you're in the NBA because so many teams make it. But winning a division doesn't mean anything. In the MLB, winning a division earns you a playoff spot and earns you a bye sometimes if you could, be that good. So I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. I think the Padres, if they could stay healthy, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with out there too. It's just a matter of can they stay healthy? Can they keep everybody on the field at once? Machado, Tatis, All
That's
these
the key,
guys.
is keeping the whole team healthy and out of trouble. Two things that they're not good at. So
Yeah, best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, and then World Series of 7. Like, that's crazy. It
Crazy
cuts right
fast.
to it. That's
Yeah.
why you got to only have a select amount of teams.
So that's the first round.
Yeah.
that's a big reason why the Mets got kicked first round. It's 3-game series.
And your 2 best players had stinkers, just laid footballs in their
Yeah.
pants on the fucking mound. It's
Scherzer
nasty.
fucking laid an egg.
It happens.
It is what it is.
I mean, let's talk about Edwin Diaz. Does that make a difference? Because I think
it does. It makes like a
It makes-
5-6 game
it
difference.
sucks because there are going to be games that you're literally going to be like, wow, we would have won that if Edwin Diaz was closing the game. Because
Yeah.
the Yankees
Yeah.
have been there with some of their closers, especially last season. Michael King having his UCL tear. I mean, that was literally there were games that same week where I was like, oh, the Yankees would have won that game had we had Michael King on the mound.
No, I agree. We definitely lost some games because of it, but I still think the Mets are super fucking strong. I still think we're super deep. Nothing has changed as far as how good we are. We're just missing one guy that pitches 9 pitches
I think
at the end of the game. So let's not really write off the Mets just because we lost our closer.
I'm not
come
writing
on
them
now.
off. I don't think they got that much worse, but the Braves and the Phillies, especially the Braves, I think, are applying pressure like insanely. That somebody made a great comment. Diaz is not just a closer. He could come in the 8th,
He
shut down
does.
the heart of your order, and pitch the 9th. He absolutely could. And I think that's really, you have a guy that's instant outs. He is literally instant outs for your defense. And I think that's going to come back and bite. They're going to have to make some moves in order to fill that hole for sure. And like I said, the
We'll see what
A's, or
happens.
not the A's, the Braves are just so deep. And they have a laboratory over there for just producing talent, I guess, that just come and they sign like $2 million deals and they're just all-stars the next season. It doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing, though. We have guys that can pitch long games now. We don't have a DeGrom type of guy where he's going to be out in a certain amount of pitches. We got guys that can take it all the way to the 6th, 7th inning, no problem. We picked up Senga, we picked up Verlander. We got guys.
I'm not counting Senga as a guy giving you 8 innings just yet.
Our pitching staff is the best in the league to this day. Still, it don't matter, and our batting is still there. It's not like our batting somewhat disappeared out of nowhere. We're still a great team, in my opinion. I still think we're a 100-win team.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think so.
I'm going to say 96 wins for the Mets.
That's fine, though. Like, even if it's not 100 and it's like 95 or better, that's still
I'm going to say
great.
90 to 96.
I'm
saying no more than 98. I can't see the Mets.
I
winning
could see the
many
Mets winning
games.
100 games still.
I think that
We did that without DeGrom half of the season.
Yeah, but you're one like Verlander or Scherzer injury away from those types of months. Like
They're not
deep
prone
months.
like
So-
DeGrom though.
Not like DeGrom. I mean, DeGrom walked in the spring training.
Verlander's a
He was hurt
workhorse, bro.
but you're gonna see stints of Max Scherzer shoulder inflammation.
That's
like
fine.
back spasms or something.
Well,
like
that
that. And you're gonna
happens.
have to go 3 weeks.
That happens with all pitchers.
But those 3 weeks, you're losing that guy, and now all of a sudden losing him. And
Our staff
the
is so
Edwin
deep.
Diaz,
Our staff is hella deep,
You're-
bro. Hella deep.
You're about to
Hella
sign,
deep.
You're about to sign Zach Britton because you don't have any more relievers, bro.
We don't have any more relievers. What do you mean? We lose one person and now our whole staff is cooked, bro? Like, that's how you're acting. That's how you're acting, bro. It's getting ridiculous.
Of your bullpen.
LeBron, holy
You
shit.
just lost so where Mets
LeBron
players, Mets
James.
players go on victory
hard
laps
comparison.
about the best player,
Holy
the
fuck.
best closer in baseball.
It
And
is.
now all of a sudden
He was
losing
the
him
best.
for the whole year doesn't make that big of a difference. Like
It
that's
it
gonna
makes
make
a difference, but it's not
huge
gonna
difference.
it's not gonna make a huge difference. No, it's not.
It's gonna
No, it's
cost
not.
you at least one spot in the standings.
We were saying the same shit about the Mets when DeGrom was out. Oh, typical Mets. They get fucking hurt. DeGrom gets fucking hurt. They're cooked once again.
Jacob DeGrom pitches once, maybe twice a week. Edwin Diaz pitches every
Bruh.
other night.
I don't care.
Every
bro.
other night.
I like Lugo. I like our guys in the bullpen. I like them. So we'll see what happens.
Trey Turner, early MVP pick. I mean, Trey Turner was on a rampage in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah,
so
he is.
I'm gonna take early MVP. I'm gonna take Jeremy Pena. I think that's gonna be it. And I hate giving Houston applause, but they're fucking disgusting, man. The Houston Astros are always so good. And yeah, that's oof. Seth Lugo's a San Diego Padre.
Damn, that stinks.
Damn, the Padres just went out and Padres got. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. I'm sick.
Yeah, the Padres went out and bought everybody. So that's what I mean. Like, it's tough. Oh, Yordan Alvarez is a good pick too. Yordan's nasty.
Aren't there like new rules this year? Where they added some stuff this year for baseball?
The pitch clock, yeah.
Pitch
They have
clock.
the pitch clock and the timer and all that.
Bigger mound or something?
There's 2 MVPs.
Yeah,
one
there's
for the
bigger
NL and
mounds,
AL.
yeah.
I know Double R. Well, you could have your Trey Turner one. I think the AL MVP is Jeremy Pena. The NL one could be, I think it's going to be between Trey Turner. Maybe Manny Machado is going to be in that conversation. Fernando Tatis will probably be somewhere in there too.
I don't know about all that, but I think a couple Atlanta players, a couple of Mets players will also be in the conversation.
McGill
see.
is our hope.
Let's go to
AL MVP Julio Rodriguez. Ooh, Rodriguez is a good
J Rod could work. J Rod could definitely work. Ohtani obviously is always in the discussion. Mike Trout's always in the discussion.
But Mike Trout gets hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Otani's gonna get hurt at one point or another. I hate to say it, but like doing both sides of the ball, like I don't know, Pete Alonso, dark horse. Pete Alonso MVP season. Hey, if he has an MVP season, then you might see your 100 wins. But
yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the baseball. I'm excited for baseball in general. I think it's going to be a good season.
Baseball
because it's really wide open in the NL. The NL is going to be fun. The AL not so much, but the NL will be fun.
Somebody will come out of the American League that we weren't expecting. So
that's how it always works.
There will be some team, and I think it's going to be the Orioles. I think it's going to be Imane's Orioles that
The
sneak up
O's.
in there and get a
About time.
playoff spot finally, actually.
About time. They need it. But I think that's going to wrap it up. Appreciate everybody coming through MoSports TV. Make sure you come back next weekend at Tuesday, or next week on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You know what time it is.
Yes, sir.
And we're out of here. Peace.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace.